Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to my home.
Oh my God, thank you so much for inviting me.
No, thank you for coming. I'm excited for this one.
Me too.
You are a big deal at Eurovision 2025.
Apparently.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
How does it feel?
Honestly, it feels like so surreal and I'm very disorientated by it all. Because like you go from working 9 to 5 to like living the dream.
Yeah.
We spend like so many years investing money in our music, which is not seen, not known. And then you're like serving around Europe.
Yeah, very that. What was the process for you getting selected to represent Malta?
So this was my 5th attempt. The first time I took part, I was 16 years old.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, she was a little girl. She was serving still, but not enough to win. Then the Malta Eurovision Song Contest hosted this song camp where they invited over producers from around the world, and I was paired with a very, very good team. Like the chemistry was chemistrying. Yeah. And I was like, I want to create something out of the box, which is actually me, because I usually used to go for like fierce and sexy, but I've had this discussion with my team as well. Fierce and sexy you can find everywhere. But you need to have something that stands out, because the industry is so like big that you need to find your place. And there's so many great artists. And I feel like I do bring something to the table, which is my comic side. So I wanted to bring that out while still speaking about real life stories. And the song is basically about being bold and unapologetically yourself. But the message under it, like really, really in depth, is about my ADHD and how all my life I was like told to sit down and shut up. And I was like, I don't want to do that.
Why do that when you can stand out?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like to stand out. I like to be demure and blend into the background.
That's why you're wearing leopard print.
I know. We didn't plan this. This is just iconic that we're both giving like a leopard print moment.
We are.
Which I feel like you're a big fan of leopard print.
I am.
Is that maybe something that you might be wearing for your performance?
I might. It's up to my stylist man, Miss John Doe.
I'm just staring at off camera, being like, will there be leopard print? So the whole like styling and aesthetic of like the performance is like a big part of Eurovision.
It's so big. Like it's such a big part of it all. We were actually having this discussion, me and my stylist, like on the way here as well.
Okay.
Because having a big voice and looking good is not enough.
Yeah.
You need to like hit it.
We know we've got a lovely bouncing gym ball involved, but like, can you tell us anything about like the staging? Are there changes?
Oh, there are changes.
Okay.
It's gonna be bigger. The concept is still pretty much there. Yeah. It changed a bit from the performance of the final of Malta. However, it's gonna be bigger. You're gonna love it.
You love a reveal.
I do.
You do. Just
I do.
switching it up live on stage.
Switching it up live on stage to make everyone like shook it.
I mean, you did a reveal at the London Eurovision party from a sort of like bed moment into a lovely Union Jack garment. Where did you get that look from? I don't know where it came from.
I mean, there's a little Miss girl, Tia Kofi. Tia Kofi down this.
Yeah, just at the cafe. You grabbed it from a local cafe in London. But it looked gorgeous.
It did. I'm so grateful, and so honored.
If you need to keep it for the Eurovision performance, that's fine. You can have it, pop it. I'll pay for the extra luggage. Just whack it on the flight.
Love you.
So you've literally been like during this process going all across Europe, sort of like performing. Where you've been to Amsterdam, we're in London.
Amsterdam, London, and now I have Madrid coming up next as well.
That's exciting.
So super exciting. Because apparently the fandom in Madrid is a bit crazy.
Crazy. Yeah. No, they love it.
I've already seen crazy, so I don't know how this is gonna be crazier.
I think they'll find a way. They're very intense. And they love a late night in Madrid.
They do.
Mm.
I love Madrid, to be honest. I've been like once, but it's very like exotic.
Nice. Like a little church. How did you find like the London crowd?
I love them, to be honest. They were like serving.
Serving. I feel like they were saying something. Like every time you said serving, they were shouting something.
They were shouting something.
I'm not sure. Are we allowed to talk about the lyric change? Is that a question that I can ask about?
Yes, you can.
Because there's been a lot of like opinions, thoughts from people on the internet about where the lyric change came from. Are you able to enlighten us about what happened?
Let's.
Drama. I love that. It's story time.
It's story time. So basically, we were during the music video shoot.
Mhm.
I had a whole ass table around my neck.
Yeah. Yeah. I know the one.
Yeah. That one. And my team was like very serious. I mean, we do joke around, but they were like white, dead ass serious. They were like, we need to speak to you. I was like, guys, get it over with because we have to like continue. We had another 2 scenes after that scene, and it was already like 9-10 p.m. So they're like, you rejected. I was like, it's accepted. How is it possible? They already posted the final performance on their platform, on the Eurovision platform.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, it's not accepted anymore. And I was like, stop joking around because like we need to continue shooting. No, they were like, and I was like, okay. I had a moment of like, woo. And I had to continue shooting. So 0 time to process, honestly and truly.
Professional.
Yeah.
Yeah. But why did they change? Do you know like what like switched it up?
The phonic sound of sounds like a cuss word in English language. But for us, for Maltese people, it's literally singing. So Kant is singing, cantanti are singers, cantanta is a female singer, cantant is a male singer. So that's a little Maltese lesson for y'all.
I love that. We're getting a little linguistic lesson.
Yeah.
Did you ever think, like, what was the sort of like process of like working out how to replace it? Like, did you try and think, oh, shall I change the word or?
There was a lot of thought process involved, yes, and of which we were during such a hectic time. And there were a lot of brains involved on how and what and why we should. But I did not want to change the word, to be honest, because the essence of the song is what it is. I mean, people fucking love it.
Yeah.
And I love it. And I did not want to remove the soul and strong message, the quirkiness of it, the double meaning. I did not want to remove that. So I was like, serving. Yeah, it works, it fits.
It does. I know, like, I'll be shouting the word when it happens. That's just me. I'm not encouraging anyone else to do so. But
you do you, Tia Kofi.
Yeah, live your life. We were like, when we found out about it, because obviously, you know, people love the song. It's been one of the ones that are sort of like the viral hit of Eurovision 2025. But everyone, when we found out that there was going to be a change, we were like, what's the word? Me and Simon Jones PR sat over there, WhatsApping back and forth, being like, oh, I think it's going to be this. I think it's going to be that. But I do think you made the right decision.
I think I did. I feel like I did. Because I did not want to replace it cannot be replaced. No.
It is what it is.
Yeah, you just leave space for like serving. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It gives everyone the creative license to serve what they want to serve in that moment.
Whatever you want to serve.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will forever be serving Kant. And I stand by, I said Kant. I will be serving that.
She Maltese now.
I've never been.
You need to come. You'll love it.
I really want to go.
We'll love it.
I think I might. They're doing a Mighty Hoopla event out in Malta.
I'm headlining.
I know you are. And I think that may be my moment to come out to Malta.
Please.
Because I need to see it. Obviously, that'll be after Eurovision.
Yeah.
So, like, we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited for that.
We'll take you around the island.
Can we have a tour?
Yeah, you'll be an island girl. You.
Very that. So Eurovision 2025, it's round the corner, it's exciting. You've now met everyone. You've heard all the songs. You've seen like people's performances. Yeah. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Do you have any favourites?
I love all of them. However, I do have like, because since I'm a Eurovision fanatic myself, I do have like favorites which I love listening to. I love Erika, obviously,
Oh yeah.
Eurovision bestie. I love Sisal, very big vocalist. Love
Mhm.
her. Love Kyle, Alessandra, be my own lighter. Eh. I love JJ.
Yeah.
Milkshake Man, Marco. There's a lot, but obviously the ones that like I put in my AirPods vibing to are those, I think.
Yeah. No, it's a really good year actually, because like there are some like big songs.
Yeah.
There's a good range of like camp moments
Mhm.
in it, and like also just some really big vocals. So
Big vocals.
I'm excited to see how it's going to go.
I'm so excited.
No pressure. No pressure. You just live your life. Have a good time.
Yeah.
Because when you have fun, we have fun.
I'm really not pressured, to be honest, which is something very weird. Like, I don't know if you can relate, but when I'm in smaller spaces, intimate spaces, I feel very intimidated and scared.
Okay.
But the bigger the stage, the bigger the sleigh.
I love that. I can't relate. I cannot relate whatsoever.
Really?
Yeah, when it's like a bigger stage, I like freak out and then I draw my eyebrows on wonky because I'm too nervous. That's like what always happens for me.
Not this.
And just get very scared. So I need some of that energy. What are your like best tips for like performing on a big stage?
I mean, you feel powerful. That's how I feel. Like when I see a big ass stage with a lot of people, I'm like, whoa, is this Beyonce? Is she me?
You are the Beyonce of Malta. That's
Oh,
facts.
Thank you so much. No one's ever said that to me. Cute.
That's it. Change your Instagram bio. Beyonce of Malta.
Beyonce Malta. So basically, that's how I feel. The bigger the stage, I feel even more powerful because like all those people are like there to see me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that makes me, I don't know. It's like something takes over me. And I'm actually a very insecure person off stage.
Okay.
Which is, well, actually, I'm not anymore. Like this experience changed me big time. And my team also changed me. I love them so much. Because they got me, they got what looks good on me, what makes me feel better, feel stronger, feel more powerful.
Yeah.
The way my body moves, choreography wise. They just get it. So it made me very confident. But years back, yes, I was the most like insecure person you could ever meet in your life. But then when I walk on stage, I change completely.
You like feed, there's an energy from the audience that like you feed off.
Yes, I feel like confident because I'm like, these people are here to witness what I'm about to give them. So give them everything.
And Eurovision is about to be the biggest stage of all worldwide. So like imagine the confidence. Like what are you going to feed off from that?
I just can imagine how I'm gonna.
I'm just far too excited. Like this is like my fangirl moment because I am a huge Eurovision fan, like forever and ever. And I feel like you're the same.
When I was like a year old, I knew like 3 songs by heart, beginning to end. A year old.
Wait, so did Eurovision started your path to like your singing career?
Actually, it's a big deal in Malta.
Yeah.
There are people who have full on like tattoos on their arm and everything. Like
Tattoo by Lorraine. Yep.
Literally. So for us, it's a big deal. Even for artists like dancers, singers, it's, I'm not going to say the only platform, but the only platform. Like for us to actually step out of Malta and get like international eyes sort of thing.
Yeah.
So we really do love Eurovision.
Well, no, it makes sense. It's huge. It makes total sense. So you grew up watching it. Do you have like any past favorites that like really stand out for you?
In my eyes, for example, I love Jamala.
No, do you know what? Jamala's my diva. I love that one.
Shut it.
Love that one. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck she's saying. But when she's not speaking in English, I don't know what she's saying. But she captivates me. I cry every time I see the performance.
Because you feel it. You feel the pain. I don't understand Jamala, but like, I feel the pain. Yeah.
She hits, you know. Then
Totally.
I love Conchita. Wow.
Icon,
literally. Loreen is another, obviously. Like, I don't want to be, because everyone mentions Loreen, you know what I mean? But
she's a double crown diva.
she
so like,
is.
fair play.
when you look at it, like there's obviously when you understand styling, there's a lot of effort in the styling and everything. But when you see the essence of the performance, it's like stripped down of everything, like pure. I like to
Yeah.
describe Loreen as pure. She just lets loose and does everything. Boom. And she wins.
Twice.
She's a winner.
She is. As you may be very soon. I'm not one for making predictions, but it's possible. It's a strong possibility.
I mean, I'm there with everyone, yes, but
Mhm.
there's a lot of things that are against our favor, sort of, because we're so small. And you know what I mean? There's a lot of big countries, but let's hope.
Well, that's the power of social media, is like it has the ability to get the song out there and do the rounds, which I think you may have noticed that it has become quite popular.
It really is.
Yeah, internationally. Everyone's serving.
You know who was serving as well?
Who?
I was very shocked. Elon Musk's daughter.
She's an icon.
Did you see? I was like, Ma! We were sat down having coffee at the airport, me and my team. And my social media manager, he's like, stop. You know who just recreated a TikTok with your song? He's like, Vivian. And I'm like, shut up. And he's like, yes. I'm like, send it to me. I was like, they must have like recreated a TikTok with my song. No, full on, it was her.
Gag. Wait, so is that the most gag-worthy moment that you've experienced in
One
this
of
process?
them. I think I had a lot of gag-worthy moments during this like experience. The whole title change, and even the music video. We based it off of every hate comment, and I had a lot of hate, like from my own country, most especially.
What? Really? I don't know
Yeah.
about this.
Because we're very conservative as an island.
Yeah.
Very Catholic, very you go to church. Yeah, but then they shit demons. Like they take the, how do you call it in English, John?
What? Wait, what we,
How do you call it?
like the bread, like communion?
Yeah.
Like the bread?
Yeah.
Okay.
They eat that during church and they shit demons.
Wait, why do they shit demons?
Because they think they're all holy and going to the priest and stuff, and then they talk shit about everyone. So
Oh, okay. Right, no, I get you.
yeah. It's
So
crazy.
It's a little bit fake.
It is, because like they preach something that they're not doing. You know what I mean? Like, how can you go to church and then talk that amount of shit about someone you don't even know and who's representing your country? You know what I mean? That's us as an island. We're very patriotic as well. So now when I'm actually in the Eurovision, they'll be like, yeah, go Malta. But the build up to it, they'll be like, what is she wearing? She's too provocative. She looks like a porn star. Literally. Because what I'm doing for Malta is like, it's like a shock.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
actually. So, I mean, for us, it's normal. I mean, normal. Like, what I wear is like work.
Mhm.
But for Malta, it's like, yeah.
God, it's very conservative.
Yeah,
I'm going to take that advice with me. Don't eat the bread and shit demons. I like that. I know for a fact that is going to be a social media clip. I see you, producer Poppy. She's writing it down, being like,
Don't eat the bread and shit demons.
could that be a follow-up single? After-
Maybe. Yeah, actually, that's hot.
I quite like it. I suggested it though, so I will like a 5% writing credit.
Yeah,
Thank you.
okay.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, okay.
So this podcast is all about fandoms, and I know we're doing a Eurovision special, but I want to know more about what you're into. What do you watch? What do you love on Netflix or like movies?
I'm a very weird person. Sort of. I love these psychological thrillers and stuff.
Same.
I eat them up. I like watch them before I sleep.
Before you sleep? Okay, that could never be me. I can't be dealing with that kind of stress like before
It's fine.
bedtime. Wait, so it relaxes you?
It does. Calms the chaos of my brain, if that makes sense.
Oh no, I get that. Like sometimes, like I watch things that like most people are like, I'm gonna cry at this, but it makes my brain go shh and quiets it down because you're focused.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I cannot with people that watch ASMR and stuff. I start hitting myself on the head.
From ASMR. Wait, no, I really like that. Like the nails on the microphone or the.
I cannot.
Wait, is it the sound or is it the people doing it a cringe?
Everything. But the sound mostly. I cannot. I cannot deal with the.
Wait, no, but that's meant to be like really relaxing. I love it.
You know what's relaxing?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, watching people pop pimples and blackheads and stuff.
No, I kind of am into that as well.
Oh, I love it.
Don't look at my Instagram algorithm because it's just people like.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
I love it.
I love it.
It's really satisfying. I actually I do it a lot on my boyfriend and he doesn't like it.
I do it on my girlfriend as well.
Oh, does she like it?
She doesn't, but I still do it.
He finds it really annoying, but I'm like, just hold still. Like, let me. I feel like I wasn't expecting us to be talking about popping pimples today, but it's just what we're serving.
Yeah.
That's all. Back to like the Netflix dramas. I want to hear more about your TV habits because I've never watched like Maltese television. And already I feel like I shouldn't. But what are like shows in Malta like?
I mean, we're not provided with a lot of budget to do these television programs, but there are a couple of good ones. Like, for example, there's a particular one called Division 7. It's like these women in prison. It's like Orange is the New Black, but a more ghetto version, a Maltese ghetto version.
Is it good?
I mean, I love it, but because there's these like big characters in them. The production is not the best. It's good, but it's not the best. Obviously, if we're provided with a lot of budget, production would be top. I think Maltese people are like amazing at producing.
Yeah.
But we don't have the budget. That's the thing.
We'll make that happen.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to introduce you to this. Like, there's an old British show called Bad Girls. Not Bad Girls Club, different show.
Okay.
It's a UK show called Bad Girls, and it was set in a prison. And it sounds like it's the same thing where it's just like big characters. Every week, like something crazy happens.
I love it.
And it's ridiculous.
I need to get into that, like big time.
I feel like, okay, we'll do a swap. I'll watch, what was it, Division 7?
7, yes. I'll send you the link.
I actually will watch it.
But it's in Maltese, you won't understand.
Do you think, can I get subtitles?
We can try make that happen.
I'll call you on loudspeaker and you can translate.
Okay, she said.
Yeah, I'll just pause every so often. What, are there any other like big shows in Malta?
That's the only one that comes to mind. But actually, but it's so weird because I don't feel like if you're not Maltese, you won't get it. There's this like guy, he's called Gaudent.
Okay.
He's this lawyer, supposedly. But he's so clumsy, he bumps into stuff, he has funny glasses. And it's like a funny show. But I've watched it growing up, but I'm still obsessed with him, weirdly enough.
Okay.
So when I was doing these interviews in Malta, they actually, because this show finished like long time ago, but I'm still very obsessed with him. Like it's an unhealthy obsession. They actually got him back on the show, like dressed as this lawyer.
For you?
Yes, and they gave me a plushie of him.
Oh, that's nice.
It's actually so funny. But if you watch it, you'd be like, what the fuck am I watching?
Wait, do you know Mr. Bean?
Yeah.
It sounds like Mr. Bean.
Sort of.
Yeah, a bit like that.
Sort of thing. Yeah.
I love this rich cultural exchange you're experiencing now between countries. Okay, so what was he called?
Gaudent.
Okay. I feel like that might not be my vibe, but I will give it a go. As long as you translate it for me as well.
Oh my God, I have to.
Okay. So would you say those are like the biggest shows in Malta or just the ones that you enjoy the most?
There are bigger ones like Simpatici. Simpatici means it's like charismatic. Okay. So Simpatici is like this family. It's like a weirdly connected family. It's like friends sort of vibe.
Okay.
But again, we've watched it growing up, so it's such rich culture in Malta. Like you have to know the theme songs of these. Because like growing up, we really, really watched these shows like Simpatici, Gaudent, Division 7. There's a lot more. Edin Sew. There's a lot of good productions. I mean, but maybe because they're nostalgic to us again. I feel
like you're campaigning to like bring these back. Like you're about to do a remake of them starring you.
I feel like Maltese drama's missing out without me.
I agree with you, actually.
I don't feel there's a funny enough person on these shows.
And the thing is now you've got the international reach from doing Eurovision.
You better work.
We'll get the budget. We'll call Netflix and be like, we need to do a Maltese remake.
Oh my God, imagine.
And make it happen. I feel like we need to do like a Drag Race Malta. That's what we need. Bring that over.
That would be, yeah. And you would be like one of the panel.
Okay, I'll come and
Pink.
like,
Oh my God, yes, we need to make this happen.
let's do it. I'll be Rue, you be Michelle. It'll be great. No, actually, we should probably swap because, yeah, you could be Rue. I'll put you in drag for the role.
Imagine.
I think we need to make that happen for sure.
Please.
Wait, can we have a word? So for the staging for the finale, this is now what we're doing. We're doing Drag Race Malta live on stage.
Oh my God, this would be iconic.
I think it actually would be iconic.
Of course.
And with the right budget, as we've said, Malta,
The budget.
you too could have a drag race of your very own.
Yes. Okay, let's make it happen.
Yeah, it's happening. Thank you for joining me. We are coming to the end, which is a shame. Can I get a dramatic R from everyone here? It is sad. But before you go, I've been asking everyone during this special Eurovision season of the Final FronTia to do some acting for me.
Okay.
So I want you to imagine I'm the director.
Okay.
This is your camera one down here. I would like you to give me a dramatic reading of the lyrics of your song.
Okay.
Serving.
Okay.
But I want real drama. I want like you're in like a crime drama on Netflix.
Okay.
Really like dramatic. Maybe tears if you can. No pressure.
I feel like I was born an actress as well, so.
No, I feel that from you. I really do.
Do I go now?
Oh, wait, no. Okay, I'm the director. I need to say action. Sorry,
Yeah.
I understand. Action.
Why? Why should we let other people decide? When we could be having the time of our lives. Let down your walls. Come and dance to my vibe. Because I do it all the time. I do it all the time. Serving.
That was fabulous. I feel like win or lose Eurovision, I feel like you're going to get a lead part in a Netflix drama after that. Someone's going to see that. Casting directors, it's your time.
Hit me up.
Thank you so much for joining
Thank
me.
you so much. It's been such a pleasure.
This was an honor, honestly.
Your honor, my honor.
It's an honor to see you serving in real life.
I love you, Kofi. I love you so much.
Oh, love, I gotta tell you how